Alright. Hello, we're back. Hello, we're back. We're back. Well, we're doing this for the second time. Also, I learned that this time I actually cannot, fence. Nope. I can't mute my microphone. Oop. Moderately concerning. Let's... I hope that's not as bad actually streaming as it is from my view. Anyhow, I've decided to abandon my my previous kindness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 7. No. Yeah, I'm no longer accepting this kind of insubordination that the wolves seem to be very familiar with. Yeah, it's just not being tolerated anymore. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I'm gonna have to count this after, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, because I have to sprint out to OBS now every time I need to mute my microphone. So, okay, I'm like at 22 or something, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. I did use oak, right? Oh, because I'm using slightly warmer colors. And I forget where I was up to. You know, let's... yeah, we'll count it back. We'll count it back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay, so if I'm right, then once I go into survival mode, this should be correct. Oop. Slash Game mode. Survival. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really matter. I can. Yeah. Anyway, we're yeah. No. Don't worry about it. We'll just, we'll just pretend that never happened. Nobody's watching, so they won't know. Unless you're watching this as a rerun. And then thank you, thank you for supporting even the bottom of the barrel content on this channel. Which one are you going to go into? Thank you, that makes it a bit easier for me. Eleven, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 0. Perfect. 2. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. Yeah, I know why you sit them now. Yes, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And, yeah, that's kind of how this goes now. No mercy anymore. There is not a... I just want to get rid of the text box. No more text. We ignore the chat box. Actually... Because if I hide the chat, can I still, like... Yeah. So I need commands, at least. Okay, well, this is included as a command. Well, I might as well just have the whole thing shown then. Okay. Anyway, so now that we're showing them what collective punishment looks like, maybe they'll be a bit more in line. For people watching the video rather than the stream, you can kind of gauge how many dogs have been disposed of based on my XP level. If you'd like. If you really want to get into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, An identical amount, huh? I guess that makes sense. All the new guys didn't know what to do. I should start from the other end. I should start from the other end. That's how collective punishment would make sense. That's how we justify it. We don't just attack the ones who, you know, don't know any better. Okay, we should really set time set noon slash game rule false. Okay. Creative wolf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bones. More than one. Okay. So now we just go back into survival. And we place the new dogs back. The wolves. It sounds better if I say wolves. It sounds less bad. Which one are you going to go into? Perfect. Okay. Now we begin over this end, because this end should know. They should be in with it. They should know what's going to happen if they don't. They really should. They got no excuses like the other guys do. Certainly ain't looking good. They see my XP number, right? You know, they know what's gonna happen. That's definitely not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've gone down. There's no mercy anymore. We've stated this before. No mercy. Back into creative to get more wolves. 16, 17, and then bones. Sorry, that's my fault. I'm the stupid one here. Alright. Nobody should step out of line this time. Alright, we'll go back up to this end, give them a chance. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. I don't think I can keep you because you've been given bones. But that was an amazing effort by this side. Too bad it means nothing. Nothing at all comes out of this. All of their sacrifice is meaningless. Okay, so it's 27, so that should be correct. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, because I had to kill another wolf. Because, yeah. Okay. Wolf. Alright. I can't be bothered. Oh, well. That one was undeniably my fault, but honestly, I've caused a lot of this, so you know, but once I get it, nobody else has to go. Nobody else. Once one team, survives the whole thing, because they're not picky. Like that one. I mean, each one's supposed to take on average 3, which, I mean, makes it very difficult to do this challenge, but, I thought that was a chance. I thought, that'd be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This side sucks. Okay. So it's 19 that I need. Because it's that plus 1 bones, and I'm considering, right? What if? Nope. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, not 134, but 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, nope, sorry, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, no, not 23, 32, 33, 34, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40, 41, no, not 31, 41, 42, no, not 24, 42. I thought it looked really cool when I was getting them all like in 1 second, so 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 50, no, not 66, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Now we just have to do that all again. Yep. We're at the fun part of this whole thing. The fun part was not the brutal slaughter. As far as you know. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no, not 13A, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, no, 31, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, no, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay. Now we just have to put the dogs back in here. Or wolves. That makes it sound better, I forgot. Makes it sound more humane. Oh, just pick one. Just pick one. Come on. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Hang on, wait, I'm gonna... 36... 36 wolves. Say... Say... Geraldine. Yes, that's a hilarious joke. Straight from the Mysterious channel. Just, okay, I'm sick of him. I have no patience anymore. It's all gone. It's all gone. Okay, now we go up here, and we do the extremely easy way now, which will officially let us know. Sometimes this isn't going to be the run. Something strange within me tells me that using up 2/3 of our amount before we get up to 14 dogs, it ain't happening. Well, I don't know if hypothetically that would be a way to fake it. Because a lot of the ones I saw didn't actually show. The amount that they had put in. Like, they didn't actually show themselves placing the wolves. So I guess technically that's a possibility. I didn't actually look at how many we got. I'm just gonna do it up from that end again. 23. I guess it wasn't terrible. It would have broke the record 10 years ago, but times change. Alright. Who wants to be tamed? Not you, apparently. You do. Not really you. You do. Okay, this is, bad run overall. It is already impossible. We'll see how far we get otherwise. See, I just don't know how I'm supposed to account for when just one requires like 20. They're all going. There's none staying. I just shift click it, but I don't need to if I'm gonna play some more in creative anyway. Well, that's a bit annoying. I know it's all my fault for that one, but, you know. Doesn't make it less annoying. Survival. Okay, I just... Ugh. Okay. 22. Which does seem to be a record for this side, to be totally fair to it. That's if I want to be totally fair to it, which I don't know if I do. But... because it hasn't, like, done anything spectacular yet. Like, the other side has had some pretty good runs. I tend to forget just how much, like, how much of a difference really needs to be made here, but... Okay, 22 again. I think that's purely average. So I've had 1 above average, 3 below average, and I think 2 at average. I just can't figure out what's going wrong. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that yet. I kind of forgot about that, but, you know, it's all good. Heh. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. So it's... I don't know. I don't know exactly where average sits, but... Um... Yeah, this end is where I gotta be. So we're gonna be down this end. Ugh. Yes. Look, they have to learn what insubordination does to people eventually, alright? Like, I know there's somebody who's come back to watch this for no reason in 20 years' time, and they're like, wow, this guy sucked. I'm glad he has, like, I don't know where I'm gonna get to, maybe... I've got a lot in, like, last month or, like, 2 months, so... I might get to, like... I might get to 1,000. Ah! Ow. I deserved that. I might get to 1,000? 10,000's a bit wishful thinking. That's, it'd have to be pretty good to get to there. And I don't know if I have that in me to manage that many. And we reached average again. I can think of an audio clip of myself from a couple years ago right now. Animal cruelty, person. Animal cruelty. Animal cruelty. Okay. I just need 36 of you in a row to agree that it's a good idea clear slash will do weather cycle false. Okay, that's better. Creative survival, perfect. And go. See, I just don't know what to do about the ones that take like hundreds. Hundreds upon thousands. 23. This is my purgatory. Like, I know reasonably you might think, wow, you've only spent like a few hours on this, but you know, well, if you've only seen this particular video, you say, wow, you've only spent 37 minutes on this. And you'll be like, you know, that's kind of pathetic, actually. But if you knew, I've been here before. I might pause, get a drink of water quickly before I do another run. Might be quite good for me. Yeah. Well, actually, I can't mute it that way, I forgot. Because, yeah, this is my muted microphone, by the way. Muted. No sound should be coming out of this microphone. Yeah. Alright. Where were we? We need to do it in survival. Well, this was a pathetic run, and it was the exact same as every other run I've done. Imagine if I hadn't industrialized this. Imagine how bad that would be. Like, I've had one good run so far. I'm moving towards the median. And in that I mean, literally, it's getting difficult to distinguish. Okay, I think I'll go up here again, and then, like, we'll do the double this way, you know. I think that'll work out well. Um, yeah, that's basically the plan. If you don't like it, well, we'll try and make some accommodation, but I don't think I can do much, because it's only me and the dogs here. And I don't mean, like, the dogs, but... Wait, that was... Wait, the record's 35. That was insanely close. Oh, that feels terrible now. I'm sorry, I feel bad doing this. Like, I actually feel genuinely bad this time. Not so much that I won't do it. They kind of seem like villagers when they die now. I don't know how many attempts I made last stream, but... reasonably, I probably should have made more than I did. Okay. That's gonna mess up my, that are they sentient thing. uh, Come on. Yes. 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 Come on. Come on. Well, that was a bad one. But, not an impossible one to overcome. Yet. That's impossible to overcome, though. Well, we had to have a disappointing run afterwards, have to move towards the median, but was a little painful that time. That hurt a little bit more. But, I am quite pleased with just how far they got this time. Not this time, but last time. Come on. The one. Yes. Come on. Come on. $20. I was one off one time. And, we've averaged worse since. And this is what they all deserve. This is what they deserve. I don't have an anger management problem. I have a anger management solution. I'm... Oop. My bad, my bad. Okay. Sorry, my YouTube studio closed. Okay. I don't want to replace with jungle wood. And I should just get over there before switching it to survival, because that's quicker. And I like doing things quickly. Ugh. Okay. So we need to get another wolf spawn egg, because that's just where we are at this point. And then we need a bone, a stack of them, preferably. And then we're gonna need to... I didn't even remember reading where we got to this time. It's never gonna leave my mind that I almost did it. That we were so close, and yet it just didn't happen. You know, I feel like I gotta make it happen today, you know? It, just has to. That's not a great second half so far, but can get better. No. Can't get good enough, though. Ugh. Sucks. I was really close. You know, I really feel like it's... I don't know how long people actually spent on this challenge, which I feel like is a partial problem that I have, is... like, what should be my expected time frame for this? I really should, like... if each one's a third, I really should, like, figure out the odds for that. If I do end up doing a video on this, I will do the odds for it in the video. But, and I'll probably get it wrong, but... you know... then I'll have somebody to correct me in the comments, hopefully. Unless nobody watches it, which is an entire possibility, but... I like the concept. I'm gonna stick with it. Realistically, what I should be spending this time doing is... doing this more research for 30 days on Scratch video. That's gotta come out soon, and I feel like I have not spent as much time on that as I should have. I feel like, well, the 30 days are already up. And I just... I have definitely not put 30 days worth of effort into it yet. Which I guess isn't necessarily the point. There was a ghost dog. Alright. You know, I got this end again, you know, it feels easy. Wow. That was a, quite a bad start, I will say. I feel like it kind of makes it impossible from the get-go, but... since it is just an RNG thing, I don't think I can reasonably just leave after getting terrible RNG the first run. Because, you know, I could also get great RNG the rest of the time, but I did not. I did get... well, I got average overall, so I guess I got slightly above average aside from that. Ugh. Don't remember him. He's not a martyr. He's a farter. Well, that felt like it was going better than it actually was. Um... Um... Ugh. Something tells me it's going to be painfully... Yep, well, below average, technically. Ugh. I hope that didn't mess up my... Did not. We're all good. We're all good. And back to this side. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, you're so much better than the other side. The other side sucks. Until I get to the middle when I'm gonna need to say it's the other side. But this side of the other side is alright. But, you know, you guys are the best. On that other point, they're pretty bad. You know, it's just kind of genetic. You know, the egg they came out of was worse than the egg you came out of. 24. You guys suck, and I hate you all. Great. Well, an hour in and we've gotten excruciatingly close. But, no nothing yet. You know what, I was very wrong. You guys are better because you guys actually get tamed. You know, that was my mistake. Okay, well, you are an exception to the rule. But the rule is you guys love being tamed, and that is why you guys are good. If I didn't have two horrible dogs there, I reckon we may have been able to get that. Always, I have to hope that I don't get any of those in 36. I don't know the odds, but I don't know if they're great. Please. Okay. That's better. Alright. Now we're gonna try this side again because we're just cool, we're built like that. Um, yeah. Okay, that wasn't a great one. Pretty bad. Not great. Pretty good. Really good. Real good numbers for here. And ugh. Well, below average. This is going well, all things considered, I suppose. Um, Sorry, I just kind of had to do that silently. It was our second worst run yet. And now we're gonna go over to this side. Yay! Yay! You see, I just, ugh. I don't know what to do about getting those other ones. It's, ugh. Well, average again. That's fun. All entirely. Hmm. 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 26. Okay. Great. Um, Going great. Everything is going great. Not a singular problem with this. Okay. Uh, well, That was terrible. And I hate everything about that. And we got like 2 of them in the first 4 dogs. 5 dogs. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Okay, well, unless we get 1 with every single dog, and we did not, so that's the end of this run. We, okay, this isn't going quite well, but, you know, it's not going quite how I wanted, but it'll it'll do, like, the whole overall today. What terrifies me more than anything else is getting one of those runs where I'm very, very close. And, like, not that at all. But one of those runs where I'm very, very close, like the 34 run. Because, like, that would have... I still don't really know how to feel about that one. That was... Yep. Okay. Because, I mean, I was 1 off matching it, and, like, it would have been a bit more of a struggle to have gotten 2, but... I don't know, it's... feels strange. Okay, this... You see, this isn't the run, this one. Cause like, we'll, like, have to average 1 per dog here. Yeah, because that's already impossible. This is all going very, very swimmingly. If you consider swimmingly to be terribly. I could have, like, done a swimming comparison to how well I can swim, but that wouldn't have felt right. Okay, your turn. There will be freedom for those who decide to be tamed. Like, better freedom. Like, if you all agree and in one grouping you do it, that would be great. Well, that was 22. That's hardly 30, hardly 36. That was cool. What I did there, that was very cool. Okay. I really want to see an, like, ugh. Well, I really want a run that is the record. That's what I want. Don't mind that. Okay, great. Thank you for going there, and just for that... Oop. Okay, sorry. You did pick the wrong one, but still, for the grace of the one that was earlier, picking the correct one, you guys get the next chance to be the record holders. It's either record holders or death. What do you prefer? You know, I'm not sure, but I'm having a feeling there's one way you guys prefer. You know, it's pretty cool. They prefer death. That is what they prefer. Not that it was a terrible run, but you know, it's not record breaking, so that's something. Okay. Now we go back over to this side. Yay! I was wondering if silently staring at them might improve it, but no. Nope, still perfectly, well, slightly below average, so actually it's worse than my other attempt. So they don't want to be butted up, and they don't want indifference. What if I give them, negative, yeah, bad things to think about? Hang on. So we're gonna try it on this side. Although this is my preferred side, but you guys suck. I hate you. I hope you guys die and don't get the record. This is what you deserve. Because none of you are good. None of you, not a single one of you, is a good dog. You're all bad. And I would be remiss if this was the run where the record was taken. And it's not going to be, because you guys aren't good enough. That's just how it is. It's how the world is. I don't think this is working either. I don't think they're feeling motivated despite me either. No, they felt even less motivated. Well, that was my 2 ideas. Well, 3 ideas. Surely I can think of another one. Surely. No. Get in there. Nope. Can't. We'll, pretend that guy never existed, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. And instead, we are going to... Oh, don't. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, okay, well... Pretend he never existed either. He didn't exist. Like that Stalin photo, he just didn't exist. He never happened. Okay. Alright, you know, it'd be really upsetting if, to be the one who, didn't get the record, you know, like, you know, you'd be part of the crowd, not part of the ones who excelled, you know, the ones who took a step further. The ones who showed that they could do something. They could be the record holders. They could be part of the 36. Or maybe even more, you know, like, I wouldn't complain. But the 36 at least. Well, you know, you did try, but as promised, it was that or death. And, you know, you made your choice. You made your choice. Alas, you know, I would have loved for you guys to have been the record holders, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay. What I like severe indifference, right? Okay, I'll put one in here and he just won't go in there, right? He won't? Yes. I knew he was a good one. That's normally how I pick which side I go, but I didn't do that this time, so, you know. I just kind of felt like this side this time, and I feel like I'm gonna be punished for it. Yeah, this feels like a bad run already. I don't feel like we're getting anywhere. Don't really know what else to say about it. And yeah, oh, it was average. Can't complain too much about average. Of course, there is a couple things about average that could be improved, you know, like being the best. But upsettingly, not everyone can be the best. That is a trait reserved for the very few who are actually the best. Which, you know, I did see a very good candidate over this side. So perhaps, we shall find it today. But it's pretty doubtful with, you know, this starting performance. I mean, the next ones would really have to make up for how bad they were. They really would, but alas, they did not, so they will not. Yep. 24. Just how it is. Okay. Wolf again. And we get the bones again. Because this is the greatest way to do anything. At all. I hope that didn't... I'm always terrified of that pulling the headphone cord out. It is an extreme fear of mine. Because it happened once. Thus it is inevitable to happen again. Okay, well, we got a terrible one on the average mark, so that... Without him, we may have been average or slightly above average. But alas, he was not good, so we did not get to be slightly above average. It's the nature of this whole thing, and kind of the problem with doing this constantly is that what else am I supposed to do? Refresh. I did. That was. Why did I do that? No, sorry, I was looking. I was elsewhere focused. Okay. So that's it. And go. 25? Yes. Well, can't be too upset, but I did use one of the good RNG roll dogs. Like, hypothetically, you know, it'd be pretty annoying. To keep doing this forever. But, you know, I'm just doing it till I become the very best. Which, I mean, that can't be too long, can it? Like, once again, I mean, how long reasonably could people have spent cumulatively on this? Also, what are the odds that somebody recorded it when they got a 1 in a million chance or something? $19, so not even close. Terrible. Disgusting. I hate all of you because I think I averaged like 4 or something per dog. That was the median, not even the mean. Okay. And over this side again. Okay, well, it wasn't quite there. I really wish we can get those very picky ones again, but once again, I mean, I just don't know how to avoid it. It's all RNG. Okay. Bones. No, not survival again yet. Okay. Perfect. Alright, well, we're going back to this side then. They get a chance to be the greatest that ever did it, or the worst that ever did it. I hope for their sake that they're not the worst that ever did it. Well, they're certainly starting in that vein, and continuing in it so far. Really sticking to form. I don't think I'm even gonna make it to the, like, really good one. Yeah, that was terrible. Anything for the record. Anything for the record. Okay, so did he go? Yeah, he went. Alright. Well, we're still gonna stick over and go over to this side, you know, give them their chance, give them their fair dues. Well, it's officially become home of my worst attempt. That was really what I was gonna say. It's the home of my best attempt, but not my worst. But now it's the home of both. Yep, oop, already had the wolf. Not wolf bone, just bones. Okay. Okay, that was a bad start, but maybe that means good things for later. Okay, it's literally impossible already. That was, terrible. But that is... Nope, I need to stay in creative because I need to place the wolves. Okay, well, I've had a bad run on both sides now, so maybe, you know, it means I'll get a good run this time. Maybe. Or maybe it just means a trend. Granted, I did get my second best run not long before. Though I don't think this one's gonna go well. Yes, well, it's impossible again, so we're doing the only reasonable thing, which is to dispose of the wolves as quickly as humanly possible. I need 36. 36 wolves. But they refuse. They refuse me. Which is why I have to keep doing this. I just... you know, the second that one actually just decides to be tamed, well, one group of 36, you know, it's really the end for, you know, the massacre that's gone on so far. But, you know, I get the feeling that this isn't going to end for some time. Because I've still not gotten as close as I did the one time. And, well, to be fair, it was one off, and that was today. So I've had a pretty good run today. But, still not the best run. Which is why we're still here. Ugh. And another attempt. Yeah, alright. You think 2 is gonna get me 16 more? No, it's not. I've decided I can't keep blaming the ones further up, you know, I need to blame the ones that once it becomes impossible, that's, you know, it's not the fault of the ones that take 1 at that point, it's the fault of the ones that took 15 beforehand. So, you know, I gotta redirect that anger towards where it deserves to be. Get in there. Okay, I am not good at this whole placing wolves. Okay. I do not have time for his games. Okay, I got to 30. Ugh. I knew that was a good run. I could... Ugh. Now I have to punish all of these ones. Despite the fact that they gave me a really good run. But, at the end of the day, just because I had a good run, doesn't mean they deserve peace in their lives. That's, it's not how it works, really. I forget they're not called bones. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see if the other side's got anything to match that with. You know, we'll give them a shot. They only get one chance. I mean, I'm gonna come back to this side again, obviously, but That was a terrible start. Okay. Back to doing this again. Because that's just how this goes. Constantly. Nope, I need to stay in creative mode so that I can fill back in these blanks. Ugh. Granted, this was my preferred side over here, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know where I got the stairs from. That's... I guess I pulled them out of the creative mode inventory, but... Well, back to the good old median. This is, not the newest experience. So we just go and replace them again, and hope, for whatever reason, this is a better bunch. Thank you. I know, maybe I should go about it the other way. You know, reverse psychology. Okay, that didn't feel like very good reverse psychology. I used 8 on one, 6 on the next. That was terrible. Like, we're bordering on it being impossible, and we've just started. Like, it is impossible at this point, right? Yes. Like, a good run wasn't impossible, but success was impossible. Which is what led us here. Apparently. Okay, well, we unreverse our psychology now. And we go back and we try the original way. And we get the exact same thing. Except we use 9 on the first one, and... Like, it's already impossible. 7 in, and it is impossible to get to the record. And that's just what we have to accept, really. I should not be in survival yet. Okay, now we're gonna turn around. And you can all just be part of the better group, you know? It's allowed. You can be the ones that end the cycle. You just have to do as you're told. And all become Tamed. Like, there's a whole lot more to it than that. Well, what a fun attempt that one was. I mean, it would have sucked to have gotten slightly better odds there. Yeah. Who would have wanted that? Not me. I'm sick of good odds. I'm so tired of winning. Come on. Come on. Get back in there. Get in there. Good. Okay. This is... Yep, this is the right side for this one, so... Let's go here. Well, that was a terrible start, but... You know, it's not impossible yet. We could get an amazing run from here. Okay. Another attempt. Let's, you know, try this side again. You know, they could break the cycle. They could, if they really wanted to. Like, you know, they seem to actually prefer just death. I don't know why. I don't see how it benefits them. Wolf. Bone. 64. Yeah. Actually, I was gonna go the other way around, but yeah, maybe it's fate. You know, maybe these are just the right dogs to end the cycle. Really, they don't feel like it's so far, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, it's not over till it's over. And it may be beginning to feel a little over. It's over. I don't know if you're hearing that also through my microphone. I really, really hope not. But I might just in case, you know. Now that we've been going for about an hour, I'll turn it down a little bit. Because I am professional at what I do. You know, 5, 6 years of doing it. Granted, I suppose you could make the argument, you know. I guess you could argue either way, you know. You could say 2019 hardly counted, or you could say that makes it 6 years, doesn't it? Oh god. Well, terrible run all round. This sucked completely. You know, just there. They have no patience anymore. Well, it's not a great start, but you know, could have been worse. You see, we can't really have guys like that, or this guy, or really even that, if we're gonna have a record. Like, cause we need to average like a bit better than 2. Okay, I'll just see it through, see how many there is gotten, and because you know, I just need to see some okay runs. That's how bad the drought's gotten. You know, we were 1 away at some point, and now we are permanently in 2nd place. Not even 2nd place anymore. You know, we're last place. This is yes. Ugh. Peesh. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. Fun times, fun times. And we just need to go back into survival and try this again. Yay! '21. So this becomes a problem with some things like this. Like, if I want to post twice a week, I need to be able to get stuff done. So I'm doing stupid, completely luck challenges. I should really advise myself to do less of this. Granted, I also have like a fairly big, not RNG challenge that I don't know how I'm gonna do. But, alas, that's just how it goes. Which I've said like 70 trillion times so far. But, you know. I wonder if it's decided like with the dog. Or if there's some kind of other calculation going on. I don't know. I do not know. Wolf. Bone. Okay. Another attempt. Okay, start. Well, okay. That is a new record for quickest time to make it impossible. I don't I don't even know how many you took just then, but that was insane. Right? Like, I mean, I only have to replace six wolves now. Well, surely we can't see something that bad again. I wouldn't imagine. Like, I know from a purely analytical point of view, it's this challenge is time put in. You know, like there is no sneak, I don't think. Or I hope not, because then I'm not doing it, which would be a bit embarrassing. But I don't think there is, so we're definitely sticking with that for now. Okay, well, unless we can average one, which we have not done, but, you know, let's see how far we get. 24, so we managed to average, despite a fairly good start. And an incredibly good middle. So I guess it was actually a terrible start. Or I guess I missed something, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know, and I guess I don't care enough to figure it out. Okay, well that was terrible. And having 3 of them does not bode well. In fact, yeah, it's just impossible already. You know, this is, real gameplay. This is what you all wanted, right? You know. This is, you know, exciting and exhilarating even. No, okay, 52. Um, third sign. Well, I guess we're going back up this end to try again, you know? Surely, surely, surely. These ones want to break the cycle. The never-ending cycle. This is, taking a bit of time. Just a little bit. I've been at it for now 2 hours. I guess not quite 2 hours, because there's also the setup time. There was, you know, I had one like 30-second water break as well. Kind of hurts how close that one was. Still. Technically possible, but I doubt it. In fact, I think it's already impossible, but definitely now. See how far we would have got, you know? Let's... Up to 23, so the median! Yay! The eternal median! All hail the average. All hail the average. Kinda just fully skipped that one. That was quite something. Yeah, let's just go straight up this end again, you know? Maybe they're hankering for a breaking of the cycle here. Maybe. Maybe not. Technically possible. Technically. Wait. 25. 25 plus 9 is 34, so it's impossible now. Yay! Yay! All hail the average! All hail the average! Yes, I love the average. I... Okay. Let's try something nope, that's not how you spell bones. Alright. You might think this behavior is slightly erratic, but, I don't. How'd I get bamboo? I swear, I have somehow terrible memory of this, and it's gonna come back to bite me. Like, they can't see anything. Like, you're not actually allowed to hold bamboo. I just know it. I know it. I doubt that that's still possible. Wait, no, it's still 40, so technically, still possible. Technically still possible, just as long as I average 1 each time. So now, impossible, I believe. But 29, okay. I think my cat's gonna want to be let out of my room. He does. He does want to be let outside. 1 second, Rolly. I can do that. I can have some more water. And then we can continue this in a second. And I can't mute there, so let's mute. Alright. I'm feeling re-energized. Let's... Well, I mean, not really, but... You know... I feel... less destitute about the situation. Which is about all I can ask for. Okay. No, I'm terrible at this. Yeah, so... Let's go on, let's try again. Ugh. We're 2 hours in. And we're no closer than we were 20 minutes in. That's fine. I mean, what's there to complain about? I mean, I'm so... so close to just getting it this time. You know? Sure it'll be this time. back to the average. Okay. So, you know, let's consider where we went wrong here. We tried. We assumed that it was possible. We dared to believe. No, in all honesty, I think it's just averages averaging out. Had one really good run, so I've had to pay for it. My one really good run still just was not enough. I don't. Ugh. That's terrible. Sorry, the rhythm was kind of broken, if that was your justification for liking hearing the dogs be disposed of. Yeah. Uh, Up here. Once again. Sit, 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 sit. Well, that was a little insane. Alright, I'm going to give it 10 more attempts, and then I'm gonna leave it for today. That's basically what we got going with at the moment. My bad. You see, for all intents and purposes, all we actually need to do is get 36 tamed wolves in one run. That's all we really need. Ugh. Ugh. 9 more attempts. And then I just, dispose of all the dogs, really? That's... How far did we even get this time? Oh, that was actually not that bad. I didn't even bother reading it. Yeah, one time I'll beat it and I just won't even notice. Probably already have beaten it, it's not that difficult. It's actually just my own incompetence that's preventing me from realizing just how good I am at this. Okay. This does not feel like a particularly good run, if I'm being totally honest. It was okay. Nice. So that leaves 8 more runs of trying to do this. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah. Well, it's a really good start, but it has been a terrible follow-up so far. Yeah. All hail the average. All hail the average. All hail the average. So that's 6 more runs. And then, you know, if it fails, they all just go. Well, that was a bit iffy. Like, I don't even think I'm... Yep, I've used half, and I'm not even out of 10 yet. So 5 more runs. 5 more runs. Okay. I actually wonder what the calculation is. Like time that was spent on that versus how close I actually got. So that means I actually have to average slightly better than 2. Which just, it's not happening. Like that's... Well, that was a really good run, which probably means it's the final good run I'm gonna get today. But I still have 4 more runs to do. I don't know what I was looking up there. That's vibe. No. Okay. Terrible. Okay, I was absolutely horrendous, so I was probably right. That was probably the last good run I'm gonna get. But we got 3 runs to do. It still could happen. Maybe. It would end the nightmare. Why'd I go into survival mode early? Okay. Yes. Okay, so I got up here. Because I'm being fair, each side gets 1 run per, you know, half and half for the moment. Okay. Not a terrible start, but see if it keeps up. It's getting worse. We've dropped to the median. We're falling actually, I think, below the median right now. Yep, below the median. Way below it. Way below it. That was terrible. Wolf, wolf. Bone. Yeah, so I've still got 2 more to do. Well, the median strikes again. Ugh. Okay, so I think there's one more run after this. So I do one more run on each side. I did just go in like I was gonna crit the dog. That was possibly why it didn't like me very much. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be the run. No, there's no way at this point. Okay. Well, I don't think there's a reasonable chance that I get down here again, but, you know, might as well do it just for the sake of reminding them that there is the whole other crowd that will die as well if they don't, you know, get on with the one duty they have, which is to serve my internet number. It's a poignant internet number. I hope. Okay. Well, you know, it's all come down to you guys, you know, you guys did what you could. You know, let's even, you know, let's go along the other way, you know, let's just see. Let's see if you guys are willing to, you know, pick up the slack. You're really not. Like, this is... You guys have kind of accepted your fate. Cause yeah, that was terrible. I don't even think combined the record would be broken. I'm just letting the other ones know, you know, it's their fault. I mean, it's partially some of your guys' fault. Like, up until now, you guys did hold some fault. You guys don't really do anything. You guys are just kind of chilling. Hey, you would have been the record one. Haha. Well, on this side anyway. Yep. 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 It.